Leo, it's September 2020. Dadhichi here again. I'm back after a brief interval away from my readings. It's good to have your company again. I'm going to animate the chart here. And as you can see here, the first important celestial event for you this month is the full moon there in the 8th house, taking place in the sign of Pisces next to Neptune. So there's a little bit of confusion there over the shared money, banking, those material resources. But this 8th house also has a lot to do with intimacy, personal relationships and that type of thing. The other important celestial event here is this transit of Mars, which we're going to look at a little bit later, but initially here on the 6th, along with the conjunction of the moon with Mars, which really stimulates your energies, we see this really fortuitous transit of Venus into your sun sign. It makes you very attractive, very lovable, Leo. Even if you are a little bit bombastic at times, this Venus will soften you up and make you extremely attractive to people around you. And on top of that too, we have this lovely transit of Mercury into your 3rd house of communication. The communication planet Mercury transiting here in a nice sextile aspect to this Venus in the fire sign of Leo, your sun sign, Mercury in the air sign of Libra. There's a nice synergy there between these elements. And so not only are you attractive, your intellect is going to be quite endearing to others. Now you see the stationary position of Mars here. This is your best planet, 9th and 4th ruler, here, going retrograde at that time in your 9th house. Now I want you to consider this. The 9th house sits behind your career house. And the signs that sit behind other houses indicate an undoing of sorts. So there could be a backtracking here, a loss of some sort, or an about face over your professional activities this month. And that is a very, very important transit, and it's going to last for a while. Here the moon and Venus are also very, very softening in terms of your relationships. You've got the sun here also transiting in the 2nd house of income. So both this 10th house, 2nd house, and 6th house, these are all the work and income sectors of your horoscope, strongly activated. And I draw your attention to this because the new moon on the 17th, there it is there, takes place right there, smack bang in the 2nd house of income. So new approaches to money, this retrograde Mars, would be shaking up things in your work. And then the new moon here showing a need to secure some new type of income stream. Contracts and communications are shown by this 3rd house transit of Mercury, and then it's activated by the moon there as well. These blue triangles are all very fortuitous for you. They give you a sense that you're in tune with the market and the general consensus. The 24th is an important aspect as well. I'm looking here at my notes. Mercury opposite Neptune. Why have I written the 24th there? That actually is not completely right. I've got it opposite Neptune. I think this is actually... No. I'll pass on that one. Don't worry about that. Suffice to say, you do still need to be a little bit careful, especially there around... That's the one I'm thinking of. I think it was the moon in square to Neptune. That can give confusing communications, and that's stepped up by the fact that the sun moves into this 3rd house on the 24th. That's what we call the Libra ingress, an important cardinal transit of the sun, important time of the year, that in your case, the communication, short journeys, discussions will start to take place. And that happens on the heels of that new moon taking place in your 2nd house of finance. 27th, the moon moves into your relationship sector. But in a sense, I've already covered that because Venus over here is fully aspecting that 7th house of relationships. Notice here the opposition from the moon to Venus. That's a little nostalgic. That can make you over sentimental. At least you've got the nice aspect from Mercury there influencing that as it's moving around. And so back to that first aspect we saw at the beginning of the month with Moon and Neptune in this place of intimacy. So that's also coming back around after all of this finance, career, that Mars in the 12th house to the career. If you count from the 10th, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This 9th house is really, it's sort of undermining your career objectives at this time. So you've got to be a little bit careful. Make sure you don't rush in where fools dare. You have to be a little bit careful, more circumspect. Those negotiations we talked about need to clarify. Particularly, don't rely wholly and solely on this beautiful enamoring Venus to get you through. You do need to have all of this other stuff sewn up, your communication, your thinking, and in your personal life, this intimacy part of your relationship. Work on that. Join me at astrology.com.au. We have a lot more going on there for you. The daily, the weekly readings we're doing now, the monthlies, the text-based support for this video that I'm doing, and the yearly readings as well. There's still more to look at there. Subscribe below and I'll see you next month. Take care, Leo.